Morning in Camp Massatators.
We're roughing it. This chair can't quite get to the right position. And we're just about to get moving here. We're staying in a mid-renovation rental this lady was nice enough to offer us, which has been quite lovely as far as these town stops go. And we are back, charging towards Kansas in anticipation everything gets better in Kansas. That's what everybody says, Jen. It's all good. I really should have got her some like Kansas band merch or something, but I was gonna get her a hat that said F yeah Kansas and had corn and tornadoes, but that would have just been dumb because it turns out Kansas is largely wheat, I guess. We had some nice folks that picked us up at 7 o'clock last night. They have a rental that they were renovating, so they set up an air mattress and turned us loose in there. That was quite lovely. I was not looking forward to trying to stealth in this particular area. Today, we don't really know yet. We are 10 miles from the Kansas border. We're aiming for 25, 27-ish miles if we can. Usually we make a little better time going through town just because there's not a lot of places to sit and rest because it's people's yards, etc. But we also have a heat advisory coming in. It is going to be rough and getting rougher for the next couple of days, so we're just playing it by ear. In addition to a place to sleep, we got topped up on coffee and beans from my parents, and I have shiny new shoes. The frustrating thing about hiking, hey, good doggies, not barking. The frustrating thing about hiking, 20, 25 miles a day is the shoes wear down really, really quick, even if you can get 400 miles out of them. We were also able to get laundry, which is a relief, at least for the next 10 minutes until we are once again soaked in sweat. But hey, winter's coming eventually, right? I think it's technically just like 800 miles until I start climbing up to altitude, so that's fine. Come 2000 already. Sadly, due to shoe replacements, now both of us look like we don't know what we're doing because everything's all bright and shiny. At least until you see this end. This is the opposite of bright and shiny.
Hey, we can
This is old and broken down. This is happy and frizzy. So I'm not sure why this route doesn't go through downtown proper. We are basically on the south end of the city, other than in a little while here we are going to be joining Indian Creek, and we will actually be on a bike trail until a good distance out the other side of the city. So it could have been a safety thing, but might also just have been not adding extra miles to the route that wasn't anything too scenic. Could have possibly stealthed in some of these bushes, but I don't think we'd be the only people in there. So this is where we jump on Indian Creek, which looks like it's going to be most of the day for us. Looks like there may be some short road sections here and there. Interesting. Every time I turn my phone on, I'm getting alerts about lightning in the area, but it still seems like we are being spared most of it. Hey, a boat with a toilet. Fancy. This is the sort of area where it's like, yeah, pretty sure I could find a spot. Not sure if I'd be the only one here, and it seems like people do a lot of dumping trash back here at all hours. so much of this looks empty. It is Saturday today. Hey, ADT. Seems like this was all underwater during this last big storm. We timed this right. I have subtly convinced Jen to stop and eat because that way we don't have to carry more food. And Jen's good with not carrying things. And one yummy Mediterranean lunch later, we are back limping towards Kansas. And behold, Kansas! I feel like I was lied to. I see no corn. I was expecting flat desolation for 500 miles with nothing but cornfields.
There's not going to be any more corn.
Oh!
It's gonna be wheat.
Stop being mean.
And the wheat has already been harvested.
Hence desolation. Why, yes, I did just notice this one particular little sign as I walked by it. That's the coffee train. This section of trail was technically marked as closed, but as everybody knows, Taters obeys the law of no man.
Hey.
They're not stopping you. Sadly, I can't really play that Judas Priest song due to YouTube copyrights. There's some quality graffiti there, Jen. Right there, someone peed. The "You're Killing Our Earth," is that referring to the pea guy? Something else? Was pea guy fighting for the earth? It's a story that I want to know. A lot of no trespassing signs. That is probably a more effective no trespassing sign. Okay, I'm starting to think maybe these aren't serious. Ooh, fresh feet. We are not in danger, Jen. And once again, Blondie gets stabbed with the poles because she keeps walking a little too close. The trail does go along roads for a while, but we have had a nice long run of bike path. Blondie, you being young, you wouldn't know this, but the Oregon Trail is where everybody died of dysentery. All the time. Bring no clothes, lots of ammunition, it all works out. Pretty sunset, at least. This is a little bit off trail, but not too bad. The saddest thing about this is that There's no good coffee shops around that are open early enough. There is one coffee shop that's next door to the hotel, which also happens to be a cat cafe, but they don't open till 11 because cats like sleeping apparently.
It's actually more of a cat shelter that has a Keurig.
Smart move, really. You know, it's what you call marketing. And welcome to our plan B. And here, Taters was afraid we were going to be like sleeping in cornfields the entire time. We've been in Kansas for like 15 miles. No corn. Kind of sad. One cat cafe, bad hours. The state isn't going so well so far. Mush Blondie, pee faster. I'm assuming you're looking at me with approval here. Told her to get a Shiwi.